Hello everybody, it's me again. Yeah, Friday night, 10 p.m. Let's make 1 hour of great session again. I believe that will be interested. I believe that will be a lot of maybe useful information, or maybe just you will read something that you already know, that you already have that kind of information, or that you just have that kind of perspective. As I will show you today. So how I see energies, how I work with energies, how people can work with them, how people can, let's say, maybe use them properly, and so on, so on, so on. So definitely today I will speak about energies. You know that if we look around, and when we start to realize everything is energy, so every single thing, every single piece of our lives is somehow energy. Hello Rebecca, happy Friday to you too. So when we realize that everything that is around us is energy, that everything that comes to us is energy, everything that go out of us is energy. When we realize all this, then we can really start to think more wisely how we can attract or how we can give energy. A lot of time people think, okay, if I will just give, this will be amazing. I don't need nothing back. No, this is wrong, because in this case there is no stability in energies. You cannot just give, and nothing get back. So definitely you have to stabilize this. So whatever you give, you have to get back. It doesn't matter that this is maybe correlated with some kind of finance or with some kind of physical things. So when I give a lecture, it's always like that. At least that people say, okay, thank you so much. This was really, it's a pleasure. How can I maybe help you back? And then a lot of times I get some maybe ideas from people who I help them, and they just help me with some ideas. So definitely this circle of energies are always like going around. When we fall into this, that we stop the process of or giving or receiving energies, then a lot of things stop in our life. So definitely then we are stuck. Then we do not get what we want. We cannot give what we want, and this cause us really a lot of problems. So how to avoid this? We just have to figure out where we have this problem, giving or receiving. It's always like that. So it's like, okay, people want all the time some kind of free messages. What I get for return, if I do not get nothing, this is problem, because then I stop. But if I say, okay, I will give you today free messages because something else helped me today, that my life is better. So I already received. So right now it's my turn that I give. So today I received really good information from two people, and of course this is something that I didn't pay for this. I didn't give them nothing back. So definitely I have to continue this circle to give someone else something back, and this is important. And that all the time energies are going around, going around, going around. So when you start to see yourself in that circle, and then you see that actually you're not moving anywhere, that you're stopping, that something is just not right in your life, then just ask yourself, what is wrong, where I'm doing mistakes, where is this my problem, that I cannot receive something, or that I cannot give something. It's like when you want to have good healthy life, you have to give your body something good. It's not like, okay, I will eat every single day fast food or junk food, and I just believe that I can be healthy. Hell no. If you do not take care for yourself, so if you do not give your body positive energy, your body will attack you back with some diseases. I have a friend. He's using weed really long time, and right now he wants to to step out of this, so he said, oh, this is enough, I cannot do this anymore because it's danger. Hey June. And actually his skin starts to clean, and he has these little things like really like dirty stuff in his face, and he's like, he don't know why it's happening. I know, because the skin is cleaning right now, and all these toxins that are in his body just going out. So when he will stop doing this, some kind of effect has to be, so definitely uh, we have to be in this circle of, when I give something, be prepared that something you will get, or that something will be taken away from you. It's like, all this can be also compared with karma. So most of my topics are some kind of correlated. You cannot speak about love without self-love. You cannot speak about wealthy without Lakshmi, without money. You cannot speak about how good life you have if you do not have health, if you don't have love, if you don't have good self-respect. So all this is somehow connected. So definitely, when I look back and I see, okay, I was giving a lot to some persons and they took advantage of this. What happened? That of course universe knows that I deserve to get back. Okay, I didn't get back this maybe at that time, but sooner or later you will get back this, and you will get this multiple, because it's like that you are getting into interest. It's like, okay, he was investing something, investing. There has been no income. Okay, right now he has to get something more because of the interest in this for this time. So definitely, okay, this is amazing. Yesterday I have a really good session with June. I think that we both enjoyed. It was an amazing experience, and June, really funny. About these two words that that you remembered. These two words will be the topic in Sunday because I think a lot of people have to hear about deaf frog. So tomorrow the topic will be pendulum. Rebecca asked me for this, and Sunday deaf frog. It will be maybe why that kind of topic, but you know why and I know why. So people has to hear this, how we have to be deaf frogs, that our life really starts to go. And this, what happened yesterday was really like, I give June really a lot. I get back much more than just this money that she paid me, but I got also some kind of answers to my own questions, how I can continue this stuff and where to go. So all the time that I have some kind of readings, I always find something for me also. It's not only that I give readings to others, but like that in between the lines, I'm getting reading for myself also, which is beyond amazing. And yesterday I truly enjoyed it. It was been, I don't know, 1 hour and a half, June, something like that. It was been really amazing. I know that in long term, you will remember only these two words, as I told you, this deaf rock. But definitely, it's a good thing, that both of us exchange this energy so deeply, so good. So definitely, when we are exchanging energies, then we are hello studio. Then we are growing. So when we exchange, we just grow, we are going like up. And this is really important. Why? Because if we do not exchange, we stuck. If we stuck, we are in the same position. But life is meant that we are moving. If we do not move, sooner or later this will affect us. It's like, okay, I'm doing something. There is no results. Okay, obviously I'm doing something wrong. Open these doors, what you are doing wrong, figure out what you are doing wrong, that things will start to unfold for you into the right direction. If you are doing something wrong, think about that, change this, and results will come later. It's not always like that. Especially when people are doing the same stuff and there is no results, obviously you have to change something, maybe a little bit, maybe this is huge step, but definitely something we have to change, that sometimes we have to go in the circle of these energies, and we are not in this circle, but maybe we are outside or inside, so we just have to put ourselves to little left or little right, that we come to this circle of continuously receiving and getting what we want, what we deserve, what we enjoy to do. So definitely it's amazing when you see that when you are giving, that you are also receiving. It doesn't matter that this is finance, it doesn't matter that this is maybe in love, it doesn't matter that this is maybe in health. It is matter that it is going to the right direction. Sometimes it's like people, yeah, I work so hard, but there is no money, there is no this and this. And I say, okay, you have some kind of stability, which is okay. You have good healthy life, which is okay. So maybe you work in an office and you are bored. Okay, pretend how many people are working outside on the field, and there is winter, and there is cold, and there is so many different things that you can get your health in much better version because you're outside all the time, but you're right now complaining that, okay, I do not receive enough money in the office where you work. It's a good thing that you are receiving some money and your health is good because of this, and you can feed your family. If you will be out and there will come some winter, or that you will be like some kind of seller on the street, and there will be like rain 3 days and you will not be able to sell nothing, think again, better this than nothing. So definitely energies are circling in the right position where you are right now, but you have to see this. If you do not see, there is a problem. A lot of people say, yeah, I give into this relationship so much, but there is no feedback on the other side. Okay, you have feedback somewhere else. You have feedback in somewhere else relationship, So people always like measure, okay, if I give in love so much, then I have to get so then I have to get back in love also. Yeah, you will get back, but maybe you give love to your, I don't know, fiance, or to your husband, or to your wife, but on the other side, you will get love from your children. You will get love from your, I don't know, animals, cats, for example, or dogs, or whatever. So it is love, but do not complain. I give so much and I don't receive. You receive, but maybe in somewhere else. And when you realize this, then you know, okay, everything is going in the right direction. I always say people do not have any expectations. Why? Because when you put expectations on yourself and you don't get this, then you feel depressed, then you feel stressed, So when you have no expectations, whatever you will get, it will put smile on your face. It's always like that. So when you give, and you have no expectations that you will get something back, you will get something back somewhere else, and this will be maybe even better for you. Why? I will explain to you. So when I was been like maybe 22, 21, 22, there has been like in our library, local library, they said, okay, we would like to help kids who are like finishing school with some tutors, and they were searching for people who will do this tutors. I said, okay, I can be one, it's like a volunteer. I said, no problem. And then they said, okay, you will do this volunteer, but library will pay you for this. Library will pay you like 2 hours per week, you will get paid. I said, okay, but because of my expertise in mathematics, so in numbers, there's been a lot of people who needed this. So this tutorial, I said, okay, I can take more. So I take like, I don't know, maybe that I have per week, like maybe I think 14 or 16, uh, and that, so in the libraries told me, okay, we can pay you a little more, but not like 8 times, but maybe we get 2 or 3 times. At the end, they didn't pay me these 3 or 4 times, but they just pay me for like these 2 hours. But I didn't do this for money, because I said, okay, I want to help kids, because kids need help. A lot of people do not have money to pay tutorials. I said, no problem. But definitely later, because I was doing this for free, without any expectation that I will get paid, later I got so many money back from other sources. So when I left army in 2008, uh, first I lived with my ex. We were been together like 4 years, 4 years and a half, something like that, and I lived like 150 miles away from home. But my father had a family, and he said, okay, listen, I have money in the company, so I will just put you in the on the pay list, and you will receive salary. I said, okay, I didn't need this, I didn't want this, but he said, yeah, it's okay, and he starts to give me money. Without that, I will ask him. So I ask on the universe, okay, when I will left army, I want to have each month money, and that's it. It doesn't matter from where this money will come, but many years this money comes from my father's company, that I never asked him that he give me money. I actually told him once, listen, I want that you get me fired. And he said no, because we have some kind of argument. I said, listen, I don't need this. But he still said, okay, I will keep you in the company, no problem. I said, okay, but I don't need this. And so definitely, because of this free stuff that I was doing as a volunteer, I got so much more later back, without expectations. I didn't have expectations that my father will give me salary. I got it. I didn't have expectations that when I will tutor people that something will come back to me. But definitely also some other people in this time give me a lot of informations, a lot of knowledge also, I will say for free, or for exchanging some kind of energies again. I was teaching people, okay, if you need to build your running stamina, you have to train like this and this. And people say, okay, and so a lot of people train with me. But these people help me with some other stuff, or they took me somewhere, and they said, you don't need to pay for gasoline. We went together to the competition and so on. So it wasn't all the time exchanging energies. When you allow this, your life is just perfect. But when you stop doing this, then you can be in trouble. So when I started doing readings, I was doing this for free, because I didn't know how good am I. So in one case, I was giving, but I stopped this for receiving. And of course, what happened, that universe starts to punish me. It's like, you don't want money, you don't need money, okay. And then it starts that my income starts to fall down, income, like in general. And then I realized, okay, I have to stop doing this, I'm good with this, so I will start to charge. Then, like, in no time, things changed on much better. Why? Because I was just open. I already have opened doors to giving, but I just put little these doors for receiving, that I'm closing. No, when I opened, this circle starts to run again. So it happened that when I started to stop, I was being punished. When you allow, then you can be happy. Then everything is like going smoothly, like that you are driving on a highway and you just go, and that's it. So think about what kind of energies that you put in circulation stopped or went even faster when you allow this to happen. So when you allow this to happen, it went much faster. When you put some kind of blockades in your mind, it was a problem. Think twice when you stop giving or stop receiving. You know, as I mentioned, have no expectations. Give yourself out and definitely receive something back. Right now, for example, there is a neighbor. Actually, we have neighbors. We have a lot of neighbors because we in a block, and there's like 36 apartments, but there's like one neighbor, and they have two kids also. They have two girls. One girl is 5 months younger than my daughter, and second girl is 7 months older than my son. So approximately the same age, both of like 2016, 2019. And so this girl, she had some problems with the knees, and she has some red spots on the knees, and she have some accidents with the arm, and she has to wear this to protect the arm and so on. And I said, okay, I can help her, and I asked mother. I said, listen, if you want, I can do this healing therapy for her. And she's like, yeah, that would be amazing, And I told her, because she has really a lot of problems also with giving a birth, so that she has really a lot of problems after the birth. I said, okay, listen, I can heal you them there also. And she said, okay, that's amazing, but I don't want nothing from return. Why? Because a lot of time my daughter wants to spend time with them, and she just babysitter. And also my daughter is a lot of time in that place, so that we have like 15 minutes of we can relax, we can be just three of us, me, my son, and my fiance, So because this neighbor, she takes care of my daughter without that she will charge me, or that she will say, okay, you have to give me something back. I said, okay, I can give you this healing therapy. And then actually no, first day it was even better, then second day on worse, on third day much better. And she's like, it's like total big difference what happened. And she's like, oh, that's amazing, this is working, And so definitely when I do something for free, it's actually, I know that this is not for free, because I know that she's taking care for my daughter also, because my daughter really enjoyed that there. She's like, she don't want to eat sometimes dinner at home, but she will eat there whatever they will put on the table. We were like, you eating there this and this, and you never eat this at home. And she's like, yeah, yeah, when Matea this prepare this, it's more amazing. I was like, yeah, okay, Matea is the neighbor's name. Thank you, June. So definitely, when we are doing this, it is so much fun when you implement that kind of stuff in your life. Why? Because with no expectation, your life is much better. Right now, I'm giving this a lot, these healing sessions. I know that sooner or later, but it's always like that, something bigger and something more important is coming our way, which is good, with no expectations. Yeah, it's okay. Whatever will happen will. Why? Because I know that we are on the right track, we are going to the right position, we are going to the right way, and that's it. But when you start doing this, okay, I will do this to this person, but definitely this person has to give me something back. This is too much calculations. This stuff doesn't work. It's different when you say, okay, you're doing something and you charge for this. When you charge for this, you put your price. You say, okay, I'm worth it that much. It's okay. But never try to trick people. Why? Because it will be opposite. You will get hit multiple times, which is not good. So definitely, whatever you are doing, do from your from your soul, from your inner body. This has to be like your passion. I always tell people, listen, whatever you will do, do with your heart. Why? Because only with this you will be wealthy and healthy and loving. So when I started doing readings, I have no imagination that so many people will start to love me. Of course, some people start to hate me, but this is all the time. Why? Because when you are good, people who compare themselves with you starts to hate you. So it's okay. You can hate me. I don't hate nobody because this is wrong. I always say I don't hate people. I just don't like them, which is big difference. Sometimes we just cannot like some people because of their mentality or because of their approach. So definitely, when I start doing these readings, I was getting these free messages all the time on alarm. June will know it was really like so good when these people came back to me and giving me results. And actually, so I was giving, and at the end, I remember there's been one girl. She's a really friend of mine right now. She was been here in Slovenia. She spent 1 week with me and my family. It was been amazing. She's also a reader. And it happened that she enjoyed having sessions with me so much that actually she never asked for a free message. She just entered my room, took me private, and then we were speaking like 1 hour and a half, and also it was been big reward for me for all these short messages that I gave. That then one person took me private for so long. She is really super good person, and I know when we will go to the States that we will spend like 14 days with her. She just loved my daughter. She actually saw my son only on pictures, but she's like, I want to see him because she can feel also that how Matrix is growing, and establishing. So definitely, it was really so much. If I look back right now, so many good things happened with all this situation. Based on this, where I started really from my heart, that I want to help people, that I want to give people some good ways how they should work, how they should think, whatever. That I give them a lot of mantras, how they can improve their life. Hello, Hans. It happened that I met so many good people, and I have right now a lot of friends out of this. So June, Susan, all these people, and this is just two of them. I'm fine, thank you, Hans. Are just maybe out of few to who I met. I actually already met one person. He's from Portugal. We spent like 11 days in Portugal. He take care of us there, and so when people see like potential in you, and they start to support you and giving you all this more back, and also, and so this time, this is really something that circulate all the time, and this is amazing that this is how actually all this is working. So when we start to think more deeply why we meet some people, and then people starts to dig a little more, and then I realize, okay, we were being like maybe lovers in one life, we were being like brothers, we were being, I don't know, we have family back then. So definitely life is bringing us back some people from our past lives, which is also connection to my also other video. But definitely it's like that. It has to be that way, that energies are circling all the time. Just do not stop them. Why? Hello, Suzanne. Hello from Slovenia. I just mentioned to you, Suzanne. So definitely, when we are allowing energies to go around, we are allowing ourselves to live. If we do not have this ability to be part of circulation of energy, then we are just going to the disaster, which is total wrong, and we have to be really careful, and we have to be like notified, listen, this is wrong if you go there, so energies, as I mentioned, are really everywhere. The most powerful energy is our mind, because with our mind we can create our reality, we can create what will happen. So when this is right now, maybe it's some other topic, okay, and this has to circle, but this, what is in our mind, what is in our thinking and in our head, this can become something that we can hold in our hands, so when we are putting constantly in our mind this and this and this and this and this and this, it will come, that result will be here. Today we spoke with my fiance, and she's like, you remember when you speak about this and this topic, it was like maybe 2-3 years ago, but right now this is happening. I said, yes, obviously all we needed these 2-3 years, that this idea, these my thoughts and words finally find the place to sit and starts to grow, that we can harvest right now. So do not think, okay, if I'm focusing on something right now, or I just want something right now, something that will be like, that will put my heart on ease, that will put myself on like really, that will be like party time. If this is not happening right now, wait, it will come. Maybe in 6 months, maybe in 1 week, maybe in 2 years. It doesn't matter. It will come, but never leave this thought away. You still have in your mind, So never say, okay. You was like, okay, it will be really good if I will have this, I will have this, I will have this, and then this do not come. Oh, okay, right now I will change this into something else. I am just before I went to live. I really love to listen some comedies, like this comedy, stand-up comedy. That maybe I get some ideas how on what topics. And she's like, yeah, and I responded at that time. It will be maybe better that I will buy a Lamborghini. So definitely, it's like, we have some choices where to go, and okay, right now I want to have a kid, I have a kid, but instead of kids, because kids are there are some costs, but I never look that way. Some people do, okay, I can buy a Lamborghini instead of having a kid, which is stupid. So never think, okay, I want to have a Lamborghini, I want to have a Lamborghini, I want to have a Lamborghini, and then these do not come to you. Okay, I will be satisfied with Mazda, or with Ford, or with whatever. No, focus, focus, focus. And right now, because I want to have one specific car, I when I start to little have this, okay, nothing is moving into the right direction, and then universe just send me a sign, bang, I just see that kind of car in the streets. It's really a rare car. Maybe, I don't know, 5 persons in Slovenia have this kind of car, but this car just comes towards me. I was like, okay, I just look up, thank you universe to send me this tip. Okay, everything is good, just wait a little bit. As always, you have to wait, so whatever I was putting in my mind, it came true. Not whatever, but really a lot of time, when like 24 edition in Ljubljana, in our capital city, 24 edition of this marathon. And I just put in my mind, okay, I will be, every single year I will be healthy on that day, so that I will be able to go to run. So I run on all 24 editions, and this year is like 25th, but there is still a big question because of this coronavirus, if this will hold on or not, But when I started running 25, 26 years ago, I wished, I said, okay, because I can be good, I have this, that I can be constant, so it will be really amazing if there will be some kind of league. There will be like maybe 3, 4, 5, maybe 10, 15 races which will combine. So if you run on most of them, you get some points in every single race, and then you can, it's like competition, like like Formula One, or like soccer, or basketball, or whatever, when you have really a lot of games, and at the end counts how many times you win, how many times you win in a second, and will be here close that I will be able to go. And when I moved to my ex, really close was being some kind of league through winter time. In winter time there is not so much competitions, and it was really amazing because of all this from November till middle of February. It was been like my dream car, Maserati Gran Turismo. You can check, João. Maserati Gran Turismo, Italian car, with really really nice sport car, and I just want to have it, and I know that I will have it. One day it will be in my garage, that I will just go outside and just uh, looking for some babes. I'm joking. uh, it doesn't matter. I think that will be like 2020 or 2021, so definitely the last version possible. As I mentioned, I have really a lot of time. This I want to race in some kind of league, and this happened. So I manifested. My mind manifest, create this. So definitely, whatever you put in your mind, it will become your reality. June, if you remember yesterday, when you asked me, will I achieve so much as her? She can be your inspiration. People who wants to have 1 million, they do not achieve this. They attract millions. So it's like, okay, you want to be a millionaire, that you have at least like 1 million euros, but it will happen that you will have at least 10 or maybe 15 or maybe higher, and you know that you will achieve this. You ask me if this is possible for you. I said, this is only 10%, and definitely it is. You know, I know, João. I know. João, man, I will have it. I will invite you that you can go with me, that we can circle one, that we can go here around, and maybe you can put your eyes on some beautiful girls. I will just stop and say, listen, this guy really wants you. Thank you, June. So really, it's important that your mind create this bigger stuff, whatever you want, because as I mentioned yesterday with these numbers, June, you put your goals too low. It's like, okay, I want to have job where I will have like $1,000 per week, or maybe 10,000 per month, or maybe 100,000 per month, or maybe 1 million per month. You say, oh, I do not deserve 1 million. Really, if you said this to yourself, I do not deserve, you never say, okay, no problem. There's been one real deal. What happened? That 3 people lost their jobs. One was making 60,000 per year. One was making 300,000 per year, and one was making 1 million per year. All 3 was being without jobs, unemployment, like for 2-3 months. After 3 months, all of 3 got their jobs. First got job for 60,000 per year, second got job for 300,000, and third for 1 million. Why? Because they put these limitations, But when there was been unemployment, there was been on the same position, no job. What kind of job they will attract? Based on their mind. What you are doing right now, June, you are putting yourself, I do not deserve her level. Really? In which part of ass do you want that I kick you? Left or right? You can choose today. I'm joking, but I think that Rebecca also needs this kick. So definitely try to find something bigger. You know, why I want to have that kind of car? Because of others? No, because of me. That I will say, listen, you deserve this. For me, the best car is like family car. That I have this caravan car that I can put all kids, all the equipment inside, and we can go. That kind of sports car, which is Maserati Gran Turismo, it's really only for two persons, and you can put like in your backpack, like a pencil or a pen, and that's it. Maybe one underwear, but definitely not jeans because it's not enough space. I'm joking, but definitely it's not like something that we will say, okay, let's go out with a family. No way. But this will be like, you deserve this. Uras, you deserve this, and definitely you will feel much better. I will not drive with this car around every single day. No, maybe once per week. I also want to have one car from the United States. I believe that people will help me to get that kind of car, that kind of version of that car. And this car will be actually, yes, it's a family car because it's a big car. But I will drive with this car maybe once per month, or when there will be sunny, we'll just go to our coast. It's like 200 kilometers from where I live, so let's say 120, 130 miles. Like really, like sports day. Okay, let's go just enjoy. Let's have wind in our hairs. Okay, I cannot have it, but still, my daughter and my fiance can have it. So this is for that I will feel good. And this is what I'm sending to the universe. This is some kind of thoughts. I will have that kind of car because I want it and I know that I deserve it. It's always like that. So put in your mind what you want to have, because in your mind it's creating energy, and this energy will create something conquer, something that you can hold, something that you can say, okay, I achieved this because I knew that this is possible for me. So definitely don't forget for yourself, and don't forget for manifesting, because our mind is manifesting stuff. Our mind is putting actions, grab us act, grab us and put us into some situations that we have to take some actions that we will achieve something. As long we are believing that we have support from above, but this support is actually coming from your inside. Think about that. So I believe that was been a really good topic today. I can speak about energies really for hours because it's so wide topic. I compare a lot of times energy with God. Why? Because it's like everything is energy and God is everything. So when I today speak about energy, it's actually that I spoke about God also. And but you cannot say, okay, when I give God, I receive God. So it's much maybe proper version that I say, when you give energy, you receive energy. It's like maybe easier to understand. So, but definitely energy equals God. Why? Because everything is energy and everything is God, and everything is, we are connected in a way, not just through internet, but through about one person. What will happen that this person will call you, or when we are constantly sending some kind of vibes to some situation, this situation will come to you. I don't want to have accident. I don't want to have accident. So your mind is like accident, 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 bang, bang, bang. Tomorrow you will hit someone or someone else will hit you. Stop doing this. Right now when we are in quarantine, we cannot move out of the town, but we are still going. So each Saturday I'm breaking some like 7 or 8 laws. But I know, okay, I just put in my mind, when we travel, there will be no police officers. Everything is clean. My pet is clean. Some people, they cannot drive 10 kilometers and they have issues with cops. I said no, I just see clear road. What do you see? Do you see clear road, or you see mountains and valleys and a lot of snow, a lot of problems? This is what you are creating. Any questions correlated with energies? Shoot. What's a good way to block fear? Okay. First of all, fear is only a word. It's like smiling, love, money. It's a fear, you know. So when you are able to put this fear into the package, close down this package, you're going to the toilet and send this package to the canal, there is no fear anymore. So the best way to block fear is that you do not think that you are afraid of something. That you just say, okay, it's okay if something happens, but I'm not afraid. I do not care if this will happen or not, because it will happen to my best version of me. It's something, sometimes something bad has to happen to me because later I will be protected. You know, so, but if you have constant fear, as I have it, when I will go to the mission, when I will be sent abroad, my fiance will left me, bang, 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 my fear became my reality. Of course, because of this, I got much, much more later, you know, so I have to learn on my mistake. So sometimes it's good that you have fear, that you get some kind of lesson that later you'll act, or that you will be much better person, you know. So sometimes it's good, but when you realize this, that you do not need that kind of shit in your life, then yeah, I'm not afraid of nothing anymore, you know. When I starts to feel okay, this could put some kind of fear. Okay, let's see if I can beat this. Let's see if I can beat myself. As I mentioned, you know, I was been afraid of the height, and then my father said, "Okay, we have to cut some stuff on this tree." I said, "Okay, I will go." So I just closed eyes. I said, "Okay, listen, I'm not afraid that I will climb so far away." And I just went to cut, look down. It's okay. Went down. No fear at all. Before that, I will climb half of this. I will look down and I will need, you know what? Fear. Ask yourself, why is happening this? Of course, when you see snakes or when you see some kind of that kind of stuff, you can be afraid. But you know, okay, I have a friend. He has 50 snakes at home, which are all deadly. But he lives with them. He has all of them in aquarium, you know. But anyway, he told me once that one snake escaped, and he turned around everything, and he didn't find her. And then, like 3 4 months later, he heard something like in some area, and he went to check, and he saw that snake just hide there, you know, like, and she survived like these 3 months, you know. But he has no fear. Once, one, I think python really like kicked him here, and he said, if I will go, and actually the bite was been so strong that he lost skin here. all this part, he was been without skin, but he survived. A lot of people will die because of this. Why? He has no fear, and second of all, he built his power. Wherever it doesn't matter what kind of weather is outside, he always run with short pants. Like -5 degrees, he runs with short pants. So he builds his body to be healthy. This is something that he put in his mind, that he can be healthy and that he can live with these 50 deadly snakes, and he just enjoy them. So you see, my fiance said, Urosh, you do not go there because I'm afraid that something can happen to you. Nothing can happen because they're all behind the glasses. And I said, okay. And I remember once I met him in front of the store, and we were speaking, and my daughter was being with me, and then like 14 days later, my daughter like, yeah, when we were last time here, you spoke with this man who has 50 snakes at home. She remembered everything, and she's not afraid of snakes. I said, okay, listen, uh, sweetie, we will go there once, but I will not tell your mom that we are going there. She's like, yes, I want to see them. It was really amazing. So, yeah, June, why do you need fear? You don't need it. Type yes if you're still here, and I will give you a message. So who is right now in the room? Okay, I can see June, and I will say that Rebecca is also here. Okay, June, message for you. You're on the right way. Just Rebecca, find your passion and you will be successful with this. Super Trooper Zhao, message for you. Zhao, in love, they are opening some kind of new doors. It will be beautiful. Just prepare for this beautiful time. Jan, message for you. There comes some kind of income and with big steps towards you, Jan. Suzanne. Suzanne, really, 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 you have to put this fear that is inside of you out, that you will start to fly. Yes, Joe. Joe, if you are most prepared, then definitely you have to have a package of condoms. I'm joking. Right now it's a quarantine. Nobody can come close to you and say that you say, "Do not touch me. We are in quarantine. Do you have a mask?" I'm joking, Joe, but I'm happy for you, really. So it was been amazing today again. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you get some kind of knowledge, that you got some kind of ways how stuff are working, and definitely that you know that you can be much better person in the future, that you can be much better in whatever you're doing. So definitely that you are going to the place where your heart wants to be. Tomorrow we will speak about pendulums. Yes, I have one or two. I will show how this stuff works. And when we are finished this, so definitely in Sunday we will speak about deaf rock. Yeah, people say what this means. You will see. I think that June knows. uh, and Pendulum Sunday, Death Frog in Monday. Give me some ideas what I can speak about. So definitely it will be amazing weekend as always. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed rest of the day. Have a blessed weekend. Put smile on your beautiful faces, and we will be in touch. Bye bye.